Hi, Anjali. Can we start the session?
And to each one of you. We welcome you all to Masterclass 1 of Data Analytics Internship Camp. We hope all of you had an amazing, orientation session, and all of you are able to do your learning plan. We have in our midst Miss Arya, who is from IBM. So let us welcome Arya, ma'am. And she really had a very tight schedule, but in spite of that, she was able to take out time and then be there for all of us. So Arya, ma'am, is working as a software developer with IBM, and she is proficient in various skills. For example, Tableau, and then we have data analysis, data manipulation, machine learning, Tableau. So yeah, and SQL. So let us welcome Arya, ma'am. Over to you, Arya, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Anjali. So, hi guys. My name is Arya S. So, today we'll be taking a session on data analytics using Python and data visualization. So, I'll move on to the slide. Let me share my screen. Okay. So, basically, I'll start with a very fundamental question. So, what is data analytics? So it is just understanding the data and getting out a meaningful interpretation of the data we are having. So I'll tell you a real life example for like you have your mobile phones. You can understand your screen timing, how much time you are using each application, and which all application you are using the most, where the battery or the battery information, when you are charging it. All these things have been been interpreted, and we can see those analytics. So basically, this is what data analytics process does. So it's examining and interpreting data to uncover meaningful insights and make informed decisions based out of. So let me start on a deep process. How this data science process happens. So we don't have time. I'm not getting too much complicated regarding this data science process. I'll tell you an example and make you understand regarding it. So I am a business person. So you have been in the colleges. So I want to start a business. Let's start a supermarket business near your college. So I have asked a data scientist, gone to a data scientist, and told him that I want to start this business near this college. So the data scientist would do is that collect the data and understand this business outcome. So that would be the first thing, that under business understanding. So what is the business discussed here is to start a supermarket. So what the data scientist would do is collect the data of different customers and what all the purchases has been done by all these customers to get a better understanding of the customers as well as the products they are purchasing. So once a business is being understood, they'll understand about the data. So firstly, we have understood the business. So near the college, so our customers would be specifically students. So as students, what we will purchase is some candies, chocolates, drinks, like Coca-Colas. So this would be the data that we would be using. And so we will get an understanding about the data. Once we understand about our customers and all the purchases the customers would do, we'll do the data preparation. So in the data preparation, we'll clean up the data and categorize it, like understanding so which data is being used, so which is the most frequently purchased item, so that we can create more demand on it, and we can purchase or make innovation on those products, like stocking up too much of lace packets or maggies, or the Coca-Cola is being used by like most purchased items, so we would do is buy more of the Coca-Cola. So that is the data preparation comes. Now, the modeling, evaluation, and deployment. In the modeling and evaluation is a little bit more deeper knowledge. I'll come into that by sharing data science model. And the final one is the deployment. So the deployment part, as our like the business person wants to understand the data and get a report regarding it. So the data scientist would do is give a dashboard. So the inside that report, there would be an analytics on the users, of the customers, and the understanding of what all snacks, items, all these things can be visualized. So that is where the data visualization comes as a great part and makes it easier for the our business person to understand regarding his business purpose. So this is basically what a data science process does. So it is simplifying the data science cleaning processing and making it useful for our business person. So I have made you understand what how the business person is benefited from his proposal, and also how the data scientist accepts the invite and how he process this business outcome. So this is basically an industry level approach on the data science process. Now I'll show some other things, which is our main part, which is why data analytics using Python. So I'll also, before going to this topic, I would show another a model so that you could get some more insights on the things I'm talking about. Hope you can see my screen. So in this, I am going to show a model which is based on the CNN. So what a CNN is a model that we use to train on. It is actually convolutional neural network, which is basically used for training all the images dataset and to get a meaningful data out of. So this is how we train a model. So firstly, I am using what I've used is Google Colab. In Google Colab, we can just install GPU. In the first step, I have to install the GPU because it works faster if I use the GPU. Now, there are libraries such as Matplotlib, Pylot, TensorFlow. So all these are libraries that which Python is being used. So inside this, we'll make the data set and shape it. So this is where the data cleaning part is, so that we can get an understanding of the data. So basically, Cypherton data set is an image which contains a lot of images. From this, I'll train the images on particularly telling that this is a frog and this is a truck, and also provide with the sample data sets. Once we will use some ANN models to give the model a complicated some optimizers and some analytics epochs. Those are some data sets that some things like we use on the analytics basis. I'm not getting deep into this because you might not be familiar with the Python. So this is how Python is being used, because we just have to call up these libraries and it will directly show and interpret the data, and we could train the model very easily without being we don't have to use complicated we don't have to use C++ or any other languages and make it more complicated, because we already have these libraries within us. So NumPy is used because we want to take the dataset into arrays. So we have the NumPy library with us, and we have this called the Matplotlib, so that we could get more analytics, like graphical representation of the data and all those things. So this is how Python is being used on a model building basis. you might not understand very specific things, because the session is very short and I am getting to uh, deep knowledge, giving deep understanding, but I have given you a deep understanding regarding what how the things Python is being used. So the which have in the model I have specified, which is a NumPy, so which is used to give our arrays and provides numerical computing tools. And also pandas is also used so that we could understand the data for the data cleaning process. There might be some missing values, so to understand the missing values and also perform some mathematical operations inside that, we could do what use pandas. And also matplot will be used to plot the data and get a visualization on the data. And I have also used SkyPy library, which gives more optimization. And also we can use image processing inside the SkyPy library. Algebraic equations can be used. All these things are provided in the Python. It's already there, implemented inside us. So just we have to only import them. So this is basically why we use Python in the data analytics, because it makes us easier for the data cleaning, data transforming part, also implementing the model. So I have make you understand why we use data analytics using Python. Now let's go on to the next slide, where the application comes. So I have told you one scenario where the business person does. So similarly, we have different kind of customers, different kind of scenarios in around the world going out, so that we could use the data analytics application and get a meaningful business outcome from it. Now comes the data visualization part, which is the last part. This is where the work we have done being presented to the customers or the client we are having. So in the data visualization part, we would get there are various data visualization tools. As we talk about Power BI, we have the IBM's Watson and Tableau, and all those. These are the visualization tools that we use to give you a very good looking dashboards. Or we can also use like Python or R programming inside these tools. So this is the last outcome that we will get. So once we understand or we train a model, we will understand about the data and the customer requirements. After all these process, the last comes the data visualization part, where we have to present a dashboard. So we use these tools. Each tools are specified for specific purposes, and it has greater facilities and so many features in each of these tools. You can just try Power BI or Tableau, because those are the like open source softwares where you can just install the version and try to understand, or just import your data sets and understand how the dashboard works. So this is basically what I wanted to share with you guys regarding the data visualization as well as the data management. And finally, I'll give you some links. I'll share this PPT with you guys as well, so that you can get to the links, go through these links. And I would like to tell you something, some tips. Like, if you want to learn data analytics using Python, you can follow these links. These links are not just a course that you would take, but you could do some hands-on work. Make your always try to do some dirty works with your like get into the field, like understand. If you want to learn Python, just go. Not just taking a simple course would make you understand regarding the data analytics part. If you have to use, just log into the Google Colab, try using how we could use these libraries and all. So I have provided with you these links, where you can just go through these links where they'll tell you how to install Jupyter Notebook, or you can use Google Colab and understand how these analytics part works. For the data set, you could use Kaggle.com, where you will get various data sets. From that, download it and you use different methods and understand how the model being implemented and how the data is being interpreted in a way that we will get some meaningful data out of it. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. So my presentation is over. Now I would like to share a meeting link or a link where I would get feedback regarding the session I have taken. So, Anjali, could you share the link? I'll give you 10 minutes break to fill out the session. After you have filled out the, uh, uh, you can get into the the menti.com. It's a site. In that, you have to enter that code, or you can directly join via the link that is being shared. Once you get into that link, you will be asked to answer some of the questions. Once you answer it, I'll come back and take out the question session so that I would be able to give an interactive session out of it. So, yes, I'll give you 10 minutes break. Anjali, could you share that link in the chat?
Yes, Arya, just 1 minute. I'm sharing. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, please do not panic. We are simultaneously putting it in the WhatsApp groups. So you can access this link on your through your WhatsApp group. Yes, we have shared in the WhatsApp groups as well, everyone. Those who are watching on the YouTube, please check your WhatsApp groups. You will find the link there. For those of you, if the link is not loading, I request you all to please try it again. It will load. Please check WhatsApp groups. In every WhatsApp group, the link has been gone. Sometimes it's gone even twice as well. So please check the WhatsApp group. And if it is not getting loaded, that is because a lot of you are joining and using this link at the same time. So please do not panic. If it is not happening, it's because a lot of you are joining or using this link at the same time. So I request all of you to please just try again. I know it's taking time, but don't worry. Okay, no problem. If only instruction is coming, let's wait till the time your page is loaded, and also Arya ma'am will be back. Just wanted to how many of you have finished the learning plan? Complete learning plan of data analytics. Can you put in the chat box? Okay, Atharva, Satvik, Uda. Okay, great. Partially completed. Okay, all right. Okay, Saloni. Okay, great. Priya. Priya has done it. Ananya has done it. Ratan, just one left. Great. Okay. Kodumuri doing okay. Okay. Jeet Chatterjee partially completed. Smriti only one left. Okay. Almost finished. Mirzai Singh. Great. Very nice. I hope all of you are able to do it. Partially completed. Ankita is saying, okay, Ankita. Great. All right. Good. Okay. What about others? Partially completed. Okay, Priya. Janil. Okay, done. Okay, good. Very good. What are the challenges that you are facing? Okay, how many of you have submitted their resumes and everything? Yes. How many of you have submitted the resumes along with your deliverables? Please ensure you are doing it. What is the last date to submit? Can anyone tell me? 13th November. Yes. Yes, very good. Great. All right. How many of you attended yesterday's, which was optional, it was not compulsory, Excel class? How did you find it? Okay, great. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Give me 1 minute, Vita. Yeah. Uh, all right. Okay. Ankita attended yesterday's class. Okay, Ankita. Would you like to share with us, Ankita, your experience, how it was? Anyone who would like to share with us how your experience was? If you could share, it would be great. What did you learn and how was your experience? Anyone? You can raise your hand and I will unmute you from on my end. All right. Okay, Praneeth is saying, okay, Praneeth, just give me 1 minute. All right. Yeah. Praneeth, would you like to share? You can unmute yourself. Yeah. Anyone else who would like to share with us? Okay, the page has loaded, but it's asking if we should change slides. Please tell about the deliverables. Okay, so there are two deliverables. Okay, one deliverable is the certificate of completion. Okay, so and that all of you are supposed to share, and the another deliverable is the assignment that you would be working on. Okay, so those are a few deliverables. Okay, so yeah. So one is which deliverable? Uh, you know, uh, One deliverable is the assignment that you would be working on, concept note, and the other deliverable would be, apart from the concept note, all of you are supposed to, if you're working on any data and if you are also have some Excel sheet, you can share. It is not compulsory. Concept note is compulsory, and plus your learning plan completion certificate. Okay. So yeah, so Araman, please let us know whenever you are ready. Meanwhile, I will show you how to have the learning plan. So give me 1 minute. Yeah. So for example, let me just give you one example. Yeah. So yes, we have already shared the learning plan link in the group, right? So suppose this is the learning plan. I'm sharing my screen. Just 1 minute. Yeah. I hope all of you have also submitted your surveys. Yes, everyone? You can type in the chat box. And those who are watching on the YouTube, please follow our. Yeah. Uh, we have already shared. Check the slides. There it is already mentioned how your concept notes, what your concept note should include in orientation deck. Resume, we have already shared a Google form in the groups. It is compulsory for all of you to be eligible for placement assistance program and internship certificate that you should finish your learning plan on the platform. And also submitting of resumes is optional, but there is a Google form which was already shared by the placement coordinator in the group. So please check out your groups. It's already shared yesterday. 13th November is the last date. Request all of you to please ensure that you are doing it. Yeah. All right, so I will just share with you how the learning plan would look like. So give me 1 minute. Yeah. Can you all see my screen, everyone? Just 1 minute. Yeah. Can you all see my screen? Yes, no? Okay. So once you will go to the section, you will go to learning plan, then you have to click on enroll. After clicking on enroll, you have to complete all these activities. For example, you have to finish 5 out of these 7 activities, and then you have to finish 1 out of these 2 activities. Once you will be done with this, then you have to click on action. Here it will start showing you view completion certificate. We don't need certificate of every single course. Okay, we need certificate of the entire learning plan. Please pay attention. This Google form that is submitted to you by our placement coordinator yesterday, which has to be done before 13th November. For that, please ensure that you are submitting the Google form to us. And in action, you will see the learning plan completion certificates, view completion certificate option. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Yeah.
So Anjali, is it over? So can I take it?
Yes, yes, please go ahead, Arina. We were waiting for you. Yeah, I will stop my screen.
Okay. Okay. So I think I'm seeing your responses regarding the survey I've asked you to do. I can get very good responses from you. So one thing I would like to know is like, do you guys have any more questions, further questions regarding the data analytics or any project-based questions, or what do you need any guidance on of the or the project you want to work in your college, or any such questions is entertained? You can ask me in the chat box, as well as on um, the link I have shared. Wherever you are comfortable, you can just pick me. So I'll be taking the questions right away. So from the chat also, you can specifically ask. I'll watch the chat box and answer to you as soon as possible. So everybody, you can post your questions in the chat box right away.
Please don't ask questions related to internship. So Maria ma'am is saying any question related to any kind of project you work on data analytics or any challenges you are facing or in selecting the topic for your concept note for your project. So you can ask those questions related to data analytics. So please repeat your questions related to data analytics topic and any kind of topic or project. Yeah. Please go ahead, ask your questions from Arya ma'am. You can put it in the chat box.
I got one question. Is advanced Python required for data analytics? So basically, where we use Python is these libraries called the NumPy, and skcharts. So we would do is like import all these all libraries so that we could use on if we are using basically data set classifying. We would use arrays and all those classification. We need libraries of Python. So where there is where we have the role of Python in data analytics. So those are the minimum of if you are doing some projects, you might come across anyway. You obviously will come across NumPy for visualization part. You would use matplotlibs, and also some like methods like aggregators or any algebraic equation. If you want to use, you would use scikit-learn and SkyPice. So those are the advanced part or a part of Python which you will be using for data analytics. Okay, so how the data analytics help us and what we have to do. So data analytics help us like if you want to, firstly, you need to have a business solution or anything. So if you want to collect data, so simply if you are having data, you are not going to achieve anything from it. But if you take the data and if you are able to process the data and if you are able to understand beyond just a raw data, you will gain something out of it. So from that part, data analytics helps us in cleaning the data, as I have told in the class regarding the business person wants to set up the supermarket. So he collects data about the customers or the warehouse requirements. So by collecting data, so he can find out which all the customers would be wanted, like what all things they would prefer. So if you are having if you want to set up a shop, so you have to understand who all the customers you are having. So after understanding your customers only, you can make a decision on the product you have to uh, purchase to sell it in your shop. If you if you're putting a stationery shop on a very rural place where there is no students, nobody would be buying it. So the analytics part is not working there. So you are not having research on the data regarding related to your business outcome there. So to understand your business proposals properly and implement that, data analytics works very gives us very intuitive details and understands and gives a very good outcome and understanding of our project, and implementation also makes very easier for us. So that is the answer to that. Mm, Fascinating. Data scientists have come across quite a few similarities. So basically, what is data analyst and data scientist is that I've shown you the data science part where the data processing, which is the ETL, I'll tell you, in the transformation, extracting, transformation, transforming, and loading. This is what we do as a data scientist. So, data scientist would all these processes himself and get you all these data for the extraction or extraction part where we want to get it. So, the data analyst would primarily do is collect the data and clean it. The extraction part will be mainly done by the data analyst, and to get train a model and implement those model into the data set. So those things are mainly done by the data scientists. So that is the main difference between that. Yeah, we use what is machine learning comes as a part. Like this analysis, like building the models, is where the machine learning comes in. So basically, machine learning is if you train a model and gives him some data and makes him understand that you have to process this data in such a way, you are making the machine to learn something on a data set. So that is where the machine learning part comes. And here we use machine learning in using the Python. So Seaborn and Matplotlib, you can use both, but those libraries can you can just import the library and use it in your project. So that if whichever it depends upon the data set you are working on. So if you need to just implement the import the data set and give it a try. So whichever libraries works perfectly for you, you can use that. It won't take much time to import the library and to visualize the part. It's very easy. So just experiment with it and understand. Scikit-learn is used when you want to understand a visualized uh, or if you have to implement mathematical uh, inside your model and to get if you are using an equation and you want to get outcome visualized outcome, you would use scikit-learn. So any more questions? Um, okay, I'll take this question. Would you recommend learning each Python library separately, or is it better to learn only what is required for a particular project? I would tell you is that you don't have to understand about each library. In the presentation, I have showed you some libraries, which is NumPy, Pandas, Scikit-learn, Matplotlib. So if you're doing a project, you would obviously come across all these libraries and you would implement them. So so that's why we use Python. So firstly, I would ask you is to understand your business outcome, or which all data sets you are working. What is your outcome? Regarding that, you have to use those libraries and get an insight. For example, if you're working on the stock market trading project, and you have the data set of the stocks you are there, so you have to list it out. Use NumPy to specify the data sets into the arrays. And if you need a visualize the graphical representation regarding with years, you have to use Matplotlib, which gives bar charts, all those analysis. So this is where the different libraries come in project based learning. So also, I think there are non-technical background students in this session. So for those students, it is like your curiosity to know how this data analytics works, or now if you want to learn it, it's pretty much simple. So I have provided you with some links. You can go through each links, whichever you are comfortable. Just take one of the links and start working on it, and make, if you understand, not just don't just vaguely watch YouTube videos and try to make understand. If you want to learn data analytics, you have to work on projects. Once you are able to do a project, you will get some understanding on how to train a model, how to extract these data sets, how to join both of them, like making a model and getting meaningful insights from that. Once you get into that model trainings and all, you will understand the basics of data analytics by doing the project. Yeah, in the sum of the links, you have to use, you have to provide a account. Basically, you could create a new account and register inside and take the training. SQL is used basically if you're doing a project in Excel. So for extracting the information and transforming it, you will get a lot of data sets from the Kaggle website, where they provide a lot of data sets. So if you take some of the data, for let's example, we were talking about the customers. If you get a data set regarding the customers, you need to, like, you don't have to get if you have the Excel sheet inside that. If you want to understand which customer uses which age group, you need the customers who are under the age group of 20 to 25, because your target business is for to 20 to 25. So you have a very 3 or like 5,000 pages of Excel sheet. From that, you have to list out this age group of 2025. How will you? It is very hard for you to just manually search inside it. So where this is where we have the SQL, which is it is a querying language. So we could ask we can write a query. So this is like basically we are making it like select star from this database, and age equal to 25 to 20 to 25. By just giving a query, you will be able to query out those customers and you list out. So this is where SQL comes into the data analytics part. This is where transforming our data to our business outcome. Actually, SQL is very like, you have to understand the keywords. In SQL you have select from those kinds. So there are various courses available as well. You can just take a course and like do apply it on a data set. So you could understand how this is work. Actually, it is very simple. So SQL is very simple. You just have to understand basic knowledge and apply it on the Excel sheet. So you will understand the SQL better. So on a beginner level data analytics, I would ask you to take a training. Like I saw the links shared, you can just go through those links where they'll make you understand how data analytics used in the project. So once you go through some courses, you'll get into lineage on which projects you can choose whichever project you want, and pick out a project and start working on. If you are more inclined to data visualization, you can learn Power BI. So you can make a very good dashboards such that I would suggest Code Basics in YouTube, where they have very good dashboard projects, Power BI dashboard projects. From that, you can just list out and work on that. If you are more keen on cleaning the data, extracting the data, modeling, for those things, you can use machine learning using Python and create a model like the one I have shared with you, which is a CNN Cypherton data set. So there I have created a model. So you can choose. It wholly depends upon your interest. Yeah, Anjali will share the PPT with you guys. So in that the links will be there.
Yeah, I'm sharing it. Just 1 minute.
Okay, the session will wind up within 4 minutes. Any more questions? You can shout it out.
Arya ma'am, do you want me to share the PPT here or like in their WhatsApp groups?
You can share in the WhatsApp groups.
Okay, sure.
I mean, if it's better, like you could just share all those links in the last page separately.
I am sorry, I did not get it. Can you please come again?
Like in the PPT on the last page, there are some links. I attached
Okay.
some links on, so you can just copy that and share it to them separately, not the entire PPT.
Sure.
Note.
Sure. So you will be taking the remaining sessions next week, right? Like the remaining
Yeah,
topics.
yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. Whatever we could
So
not
if
cover. Yeah.
today, if any more suggestions on any particular thing that I have to cover on the next session, you can tell me right now, so that I would present that session regarding those. For if you can make a model or like I have shown you. With everything what I've shown you was model building, taking out the data set and all those. So how to start into this path is the one I've showed you is the project how I started with into the data analytics. So how I started doing with CNN projects. So CNN, understanding how the CNN works, how it gives us so many insights. So you can start with CNN if you would like to. So that it's basically building a model and training the model with the different data sets. So you can like explore how the CNN works. So that's where one of the part. Then comes the next part where visualization, which is Power BI and Tableau. You can choose whichever you want. So once you take a Power BI, you can just go to YouTube and search Code Basics channel. This is where I did my project. So in that channel, there will be one Power BI, how to make dashboards. Also, you could refer YouTube because Power BI is basically creating dashboards, so you would be a little bit confused. So you can refer YouTube as well and start building dashboards inside that, so that if you are keen in designing or want to get a more visualized path, because if you are using model building, only the libraries which gives visualization is Matplotlib and Scikit-learn, those things. So if you want a very large approach on visualization, you want to make so many changes, nice graphics, those kind of dashboards, you would like to use these tools, which is Power BI or Tableau. Okay, so those career path journey and all those things will be covered on the next session. Next week also we are having the masterclass too. So on that day, I would share you how I landed up a job in IBM and how working on data analytics projects, and also those have made me prepare to land up a job. And I'll give you a roadmap regarding this. So thank you guys. We have reached the 5 p.m. So we are going to wind up the session. Thank you. We'll connect on next day, next week. Okay. Thank you, Anjali. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alia ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. Our team would be sharing the attendance form in the link in the Zoom meeting, as well as in your WhatsApp groups. Please refer to that. And I request each one of you to please ensure that you are finishing the courses and everything. And you can go through the orientation decks as well. If you have doubts about the concept note, please go through the orientation deck, orientation video, which is already shared in the WhatsApp groups. And also, we have already shared all the details as well. Submit your resumes and learning plan certificate by don't put message in the group now. Our team is just sharing all the important links. Refer to important info document of data analytics. You will find all important links there as well. And apart from that, please ensure you are finishing everything on time. And apologies that some of you could not be part of the Zoom meeting today because we had some challenges. And we would be, you can definitely refer to YouTube video. And yeah, and we will be sharing every other important thing on your all the links in your WhatsApp group. So keep an eye on that. And till now, more than 98 students have already finished the learning plan. So a big shout out to all those students, all those interns who were able to finish the learning plan on the platform. And more than 500, 600 plus students are already in progress. So yeah, so please, and we will be sharing a few topics which we could not share today due to some reason, technical glitch. We will be sharing in the next week. So yeah, so please be patient and stay tuned. Yeah, we will be sharing everything soon. Yeah, in the next masterclass, we would be sharing all the important topics and teaching and everything. Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining in. Uh, hope you all had an insightful session, and yeah, stay tuned for next masterclass and you will learn more there, I'm sure. So yeah, thank you everyone.